Today is Sunday, 25th of April. I am at the Day Mountain parking lot in Seal Harbor. Pretty easy to get to. You just follow Route 3 south from Bar Harbor if you're coming that way, or right before you get to Northeast Harbor, you turn left. Pretty easy to find, but also in the middle of nowhere. Should be a pretty easy hike. I'll talk more about it, I guess, as I get up there. There's a nice path to coastal path, and then you cross the street to get to the trailhead. So I'm gonna go up there. It's straight up, straight down. Should be a good hike. So there's the parking lot, and you can see the roads right here. And then the trailhead starts right across the street. I guess these planks are here if the trail is muddy, but it's not muddy at all, it's dry. It's fun to walk across though. Kind of a fun challenge. So just a few minutes up and we're already at one of MDI's famous carriage roads. That goes all the way to the top of this mountain, so I'm gonna stick to the path, but nice to see. It's real pretty. It's a bit confusing at this intersection, but there's a little rock pile here marking the trail, so we're just gonna stick to the wilderness such as it is. Lots of pine needles here. It's just wonderful to pick up a handful of really dry pine needles. It's like petting a cat. Smells better. Kind of getting to a little elevation here, some scrambling up some roots and rocks. It's a bit steep. You'd have to really watch your step. It'd be easy to trip on all those roots. Turns to exposed granite as we get out of the forest, and I would imagine we're approaching the top. Seems like we're getting up there. I wasn't expecting much in the way of vistas, but you know, there's the ocean down there. You can see quite far. Beautiful forest. A little bit of the road, Route 3 going to Bar Harbor. I think that over there is Gorham Mountain and the Beehive behind it, so that's what we climbed last week. Beautiful vistas up here. This is facing west. You can see the islands offshore. I guess that's actually Great Cranberry and Little Cranberry. And then some mountains over there. There's this weird building down there. I don't know if I can get a video of it. Kind of looks like an old schoolhouse. Maybe an insane asylum. So I thought I was at the summit, and then I passed the carriage road again. And now I seem to be descending, so hopefully I didn't miss the summit or walk by it. Hopefully I'm not lost in the woods. Well, I guess we'll find out. That's the thing about not knowing where you are. You can always find out later. So a few more yards and here we are at the top of Day Mountain. You can see a sign for the Triad, a mountain with 3 little peaks that we'll be climbing in a few weeks. Probably not from this direction. And then the carriage road goes all the way around the little summit up here, so I'm gonna follow that around and probably follow it back down. But that's a nice little hike up here, and I'm impressed with the views. I really wasn't expecting to see as much as I have. You can kind of see some mountains through the trees here, and they look like proper mountains, so that'll be on the agenda. Hopefully I'll be in shape for that by, October. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks of these are cheap little earbuds I got. They're like 20 bucks. And I've been listening to audiobooks since this pandemic thing happened and my attention span slowly became the size of a gnat. So it's interesting because I choose books that I couldn't really get into. So I'm listening to the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, which is narrated by Nicole Kidman. She's got a great reading voice. So I haven't been able to get into it, but you know, this is pretty ideal. Just walking on a empty path in the woods. You can just kind of let your mind get into the story. So kind of enjoying it. This is a wonderful Sunday morning reading exercise. I just have this weird feeling like Count Dracula is going to be coming by with a carriage headed for the Borgo Pass, and I'm just going to get smushed. No carriages so far. No people so far. This cone kind of cracks me up. There's just this tiny, like 2 or 3 foot washout here, and they've got a safety cone. Like, of all the multitudinous hazards on this mountain, that's the one worthy of warning. So yeah, you can follow the carriage rails all the way, carriage roads all the way to Seal Harbor, Jordan Pond, the Bubble Pond. We're gonna be climbing the Bubbles. Those are little mountains. So yeah, these are wonderful if you want to put in your headphones and get some steps in, and not a soul on a Sunday in April. Back on the mountain path. This is another one of these bridges that crosses a little stream here. I love these. These are like, it reminds me of a video game like Myst. I hope I don't have to solve a puzzle to get back in the car. Bring me the blue pages. No, bring me the red pages. So here we are back at the car. That whole thing was like about an hour to the top. Really a very easy hike, I would call it. Light moderate. And then of course you got the carriage roads to come back on, which are great. I'm really looking forward to those. I'll definitely come back here. I think it's a wonderful place if you just want to get some steps in. Put on your pedometer, you can walk down the carriage road as far as you want. There's no people. Real pleasant. And then there's this other path from the parking lot that goes to the ocean called the Hunter's Cliff. So that's something else to explore. So definitely going to bookmark this one. I'll be back here if you just want to get outside and you don't want to do anything too strenuous. Didn't get rained on, and conserve some energy because I'm not going to be able to hike again until Saturday at the earliest. So work. Fun. So I'm not sure what's up next. I think Saint Sauveur, used to be called Dog Mountain, which is pretty close to where I live, so that'll be fun. Yeah, good day. Are you gonna help me edit this video? No. Figures.